Welcome Pokemon Go trainers, welcome back to the channel. So in this video I am featuring an ABB line of Dunsparce Double Ghost. As the Dunsparce is normal typing Pokemon, it is very versatile and has a lot of coverage, and it is basically weak to the fighters. So Ghost typing covers that weaknesses very well. So I have paired it with two Ghost typing, which is Dusclops and the Dusknoir. So this team performed very well. So do watch the video till end, and if you haven't subscribed the channel, please subscribe it, and let's begin the video. So let's see what the first opponent has for us. So we are leading with the Dunsparce and they have a Toxapex at the back. So without investing any shield, we can win this because we have a drill run coverage which is super effective, and at the same time back to Pokemon are also good against the Toxapex. So I'm going to stay here and go for the first drill run. As drill run is ground typing move, it is super effective on the poison typing. So they're going to stay here. They can go for the sludge wave. I can no shield because Dunsparce at the same time is very tanky Pokemon. So let's see. And for some reason they are going to go for Brine, and we called it correctly. And we are going to go for one more rollout, and then we are going to throw our energy, which is drill run, and it is going to put them very low. I think one more rollout knocks them out. Very good. And let's see what is going to come up. And here comes the ground typing, which is Whiscash. So I'm going to go for another drill run, and I think at this point of time we can dip out. So we are going to come with Dusknoir. Actually, for the first match I accidentally selected my Shadow Metagross, which is for the Great League, but later I changed it to the Dusclops. So we are going to go for Dynamic Punch, and they are not shielding, and I think I can shield once and just farm him down. So no need of throwing energy now. So we have to shield this and just farm them all the way down so that we can have 100 energy for the Whiscash. And then even if he has two shields, still he won't be able to win it. So I think he's going to just top left maybe. Yes, he does. So good game. We won the first match. So moving towards the next opponent, and the next opponent has Azumarill in the lead. Whenever I see Azumarill, there is always an intuition in my mind there is a ghost typing at the back. So my normal typing Pokemon would be valuable. So I'm going to dip into my Dusclops. I was trying to catch at the same time, but unfortunately, opponent didn't fall for it, and he's going to overfarm a lot, and this could be a play rough. And yes, it is a play rough. Dusclops is bit tanky Pokemon, but still half of the health is gone as it is a shadow form. And next one was the CMP tie. I think it was a CMP tie on play rough. So I'm going to go for Shadow Punch. Half of the damage is done. He's going to throw another move, and this time I'm going to shield because I think after this he's going to get energy dry, so we can overfarm a bit. And I think two Shadow Punch should be enough to knock them out. So we are going to go for the next Shadow Punch. Maybe he will shield, otherwise it is going to put them very low and they are not shielding. Maybe we can win the switch advantage. We go for another Shadow Punch and they caught it on, I think it's a Ferrothorn. So that is fine. So we are going to go for one more Hex and then go for another Shadow Punch. So this is going to put them in a range where I think Drill Run will be enough, and I have stored. No, actually it's not a Drill Run range. Still it is going to put them very low, and I think he can reach a Power Whip and later we can farm them down. And it is very low on health and he reaches a move. That is fine. I'm not going to shield here. So let's see what happens. He go for the Power Whip. He's not going to make another charge move. I'm going to just roll out them down. And if Azur returns, I'm going to throw the Drill Run immediately to guarantee the knockout. If he shields, then I think I must shield. And he's going to shield here. And he's going to go for a move. Actually, at the last second, I decided to no shield. So that is fine. He goes for the play rough. And we come with the Dusclops. And we are going to get the farm down. No, actually, he comes with Skelly. So luckily, it was not double ghost. It was single ghost typing, which was Skelly. So we can go for the Shadow Punch, and they are making use of their last shield, but I don't think it is going to help them. I tried to unnecessary catch here, but still that is fine. I reach a Shadow Punch, and this Shadow Punch is definitely going to be enough to knock out the Skelly, and all they have is low health Azu, so he cannot win it, and we are going to secure the win. So good game, we won this match. Let's move to our next opponent, and the next opponent has Samurott in the lead. So we are going to stay here as this is Hisuian form and they are partially dark, so our backline is weak to it. So we're going to go for Drill Run, but unfortunately they reach a move. This could be a Dark Pulse maybe, let's see. And they go for the X Caesar. I'm going to go for Drill Run. I think he's very glassy, so he have to shield because it is going to do a lot of damage. And yes, they do shield here. So I'm going to shield back as well to match the shield. And I'm going to get another Drill Run before they make a charge move. I think they are over farming here. So going for the drill run, and look at the damage, almost it is gone. So I decided to no shield. Let's take a shield advantage here. I think I can farm him down. So he goes for the icy wind, so I immediately dip into Dust Noir. Now as I know he's not running a dark move, I can easily no shield this could be an icy wind or maybe X Caesar. I'm fine with it. So it was a X Caesar, and let's see what is going to come up. They come into Nidoqueen, so we're going to go for Shadow Punch. Shadow Punch is going to do a decent amount of damage. They are in a shadow form, they might shield here, so going for it, and they are investing the shield. We can go for one fast move and then go for the charge move, and I think they are farming up a lot, and that could be an earth power which is going to one shot us. Maybe Dust Noir has a play at the back, so I decided to invest the shield, and opponent goes for the bait, which is Poison Fang. So here I decided to make an unnecessary catch because he baited me just to take an revenge. And let's see, and he goes for another Poison Fang. That is fine. Now we can come with Dust Noir and just farm him down. Let's see what the final Pokemon is, and it's a Tentacruel in a shadow form. I think two Shadow Punch or maybe one more or two Astonish, and after that one more Shadow Punch should be enough to knock them out. Going for the Shadow Punch, they are into half health, and one more Shadow Punch should be enough to knock them out, or maybe one more Astonish will be required there. Actually they survive with few HP, and one more Astonish, and we are going to secure the win. So good game, we won this match. Moving towards the next opponent, and it's a Lucario in the lead, so we have two good answer at the back. So we're going to safe switch into our Dusclops. They are safe switching into Skellydirge. This is questionable play. I can outpace them because I'm running Hex and Shadow Punch, which is very spammy move, and Skellydirge is not tanky around, so he has to go for heavy hitting move, which is Shadow Ball. So I'm going to invest my first shield. This could be a Torch Song. Actually he went for the Shadow Ball. He's full sending the charge move, so we are going to go for another Shadow Punch. And now if he's investing his final shield, I'm not going to double shield my Pokemons. So let's see what happens. And I'm about to reach a charge move, but unfortunately they make a move. So as I decided, I'm not going to invest the shield. So our game plan is I'm going to come with Dunsparce, and hopefully I can roll out them down. Let's see. They might reach a charge move. I think yes, they will definitely reach a charge move. This could be a blast burn. Still I'm going to let it go as I can survive it. It is very tanky, and almost 90% health is gone. I'm going to immediately dip so that I have a stored move, and he's not dipping, he's staying with Lucario. Maybe he's running Shadow Ball on his Lucario, so I have to shield this move, otherwise it is going to do a lot of damage. Might be it will one shot us, but Dust Noir I think it's very tanky, and for some reason he's going to go for Aura Sphere. I'm going to go for this Shadow Punch. Shadow Punch is going to be enough from this health range, and let's see what the final Pokemon is. And the final Pokemon is Dark typing, which is Greninja. I can go for the Dynamic Punch, and even though they are in a full health range, this Dynamic Punch hits very hard, and we are going to secure the win. So good game, we won this match. Let's move to the next opponent, and the next opponent has Stunfisk, Galarian Stunfisk in the lead. So we are going to stay here. We can go for the Drill Run. Drill Run will do super effective damage, and he threw immediately, and I think this is Rock Slide. This is not an EQ, so we can no shield this. They go for the Rock Slide. We have generated back to back Drill Run, and if we throw that both the move, I think we can catch an EQ on our Dusclops, and that's my plan. So we are going to go for one more rollout, and then we are going to go for an energy. So this Drill Run is going to put them bit low, and still they are not shielding. I'm going to come into Dusclops immediately. Unfortunately they reach a charge move. Definitely this time they are going to go for EQ, and this Earthquake, it did a lot of damage, but that's fine. And here comes the Azumarill. We can go for the Shadow Punches. Shadow Punches is going to do a neutral damage. Now we are in a range where even an Ice Beam from Azumarill will be enough to knock us out, and luckily we made a CMP tie against the charge move, so we are going to go for Shadow Punch, and that could be a play rough or maybe an Ice Beam. Half of the health is gone, so Dusclops has done its job, so we are going to let it go. And they go for Ice Beam, so which was a smart move. So they're going to come into Medicham, so I have a hard answer to it, so we are going to go for Shadow Punch. So this Shadow Punch is going to do super effective damage, and I think Dust Noir can in the game, so they're going to shield here. I don't think even if he invests the shield, actually he top left. So good game. Let's move to his next opponent, and it's a Tinkaton in the lead. So we have a super effective Drill Run, and they're going to immediately dip into Dust Noir, so we can go for a Drill Run here. So after that I'll try to catch a Dynamic Punch. If I get the catch, that will be very good for us. So going for the Drill Run, and they are investing a shield, So we went for the catch, but unfortunately they didn't fall for it, and now definitely they are going to spam out those Shadow Punch. Shadow Punch does a lot, but Dusclops is tanky, so we can no shield the first move. But now we have to invest the shield, otherwise it is going to knock us out. So I'm going to invest my first shield, and I have Reach and Shadow Punch, doing one fast move and going for the charge move. And this is enough range. I think Shadow Punch will be enough to knock them out, even if they are very tanky. But they are investing the shield, and unfortunately we cannot make a charge move. So this Shadow Punch is going to knock us out. I'm not going to invest both of my shield, and this Shadow Punch is going to knock out, and we are going to come with Dunsparce. Unfortunately it was a CMP tie. I know it's a dynamic punch, but I decided to no shield because I want this shield for my Dusknoir, and it did a lot of damage. After this drill run, I'm going to immediately dip into my Dusknoir. Let's see what their final Pokemon is. So we're going to go for drill run, and here comes the Primeape. So here it is a bit difficult because Tinkaton is very tanky Pokemon, and we are going to go for Dynamic Punch. Dynamic Punch is going to do more damage than the Shadow Punch, that's why I'm going to go for it. And look at the damage, more than half of the health is gone, and now it is a very tough decision. I have to call this move. If they go for the bait, they're gonna win it, so I'm going to call it, and it was a Bulldoze. We're gonna go for Shadow Punch. Actually here I did a mistake. I should have thrown a Shadow Punch immediately, but I thought I'm going to overfarm a bit, and here opponent was smart. He went for the Bulldoze and he got the defense drop, and I think he needs one more Karate Chop for Rage Fist, and I am one Astonish away from the second Shadow Punch. So I think he's going to win this game. And here I was trying to catch, but unfortunately it didn't work as well. So this Rage Fist is going to be enough to knock us out. And I don't have any moves stored on Dunsparce. I think he can just Karate Chop me down. But still he decided to throw a move, and it is a loss for us. That is fine, we cannot win all the games. Still opponent played it very well even though he had a bad lead. So let's move to the next opponent, and the next opponent has Talonflame. We have a very good lead here as Rollout and the Rock Slide does a super effective damage. I'm waiting for the catch, so I didn't throw here, and here comes the Clodsire. I'm going to safe switch into my Dusclops after storing some energy. So he's going to go for EQ definitely. Sludge is resisted, but this Clodsire is running Stone Age, so we are fine. We can have a Ice Punch. So we have loaded a back-to-back Ice Punch. Ice Punch does a super effective damage, but Clodsire is very tanky. I think it will require 3 Ice Punch. So we're going to go for second Ice Punch. Half of the damage is done, but still it is going to survive this Ice Punch as well. And yes, it survived, and he can go for Stone Age. If I survive, actually I decide to shield here, and he went for the Stone Age. I thought he might go for EQ, and here comes the Talonflame. We are going to go for Shadow Punch, and after that I'm going to immediately dip into our Dunsparce. I have stored a move, so we are going to go for it, and actually I make a catch. So this could be a Fly maybe, or maybe a Flame Charge. We go for the Flame Charge, and now I think I can guarantee the knockout because I have a back-to-back Rock Slide loaded. Even if he invests the final shield, I'm going to throw that immediately. Opponent knows that, so that's why he didn't shield, and their final Pokemon is Azumarill, so I think I can win this. Until the switch timer is up, we are going to keep spamming those drill run, and if he throws here, I'm not going to invest the shield. So going for another drill run, he's going to make a catch, but that is fine. It is still not going to help him because I have a very healthy Dusknoir at the back. So we are going to stay here, and I'll force them to dump the energy. Going for the drill run on the CMP tie. This could be an Ice Beam, and this drill run is going to put them in a range where Dusknoir can handle it, but he invested the final shield. So this charge move is going to be enough to knock us out, and they go for Play Rough, and here comes the Dusknoir, and this is just a top left movement for the opponent, but still opponent is trying to play it out. So I think I will generate back to back before throwing, so he can go for the Play Rough. Even if it is Hydro Pump, I can survive it. They go for the Play Rough, and we are going to get back to back Shadow Punches. First one is going to put them very low, and after that the second one is definitely going to be enough to knock them out. So here he is not quitting, so I decided to go for a bad manners. I'm going to go for Dynamic Punch and undercharge Dynamic Punch on the Azumarill, and still it is enough to knock them out, and we are going to secure the win. So good game, we won the final match of this video. So hopefully I've enjoyed this video. If you do, please don't forget to leave a like, comment, and also subscribe to my channel and share with your Pogo friend. I'll catch you all in the next video. Till the time, take care trainers, have a good day.